Okay, we've got 24th of September 2025. And the song is All Right Now. Can't remember who sang it, but it's All Right Now. So whatever was going on, seems like Spirit reckons, don't worry. But sometimes these reads are delayed 2 weeks out later. We'll see what it takes us anyway. All right now. Baby, it's all right now. Back off to cases tomorrow. I'm back Saturday, I think. Can't see my mum because she's locked down with some infection that's going on in the home. Travelling up to my great nieces. Something's going on there. So I will endeavour to get a readout for all of them. I might not get the songs out, but I'll get a readout so that you don't miss out on any reads. So this one's All Right Now. So we're looking for the Lovers, which was always the choice before it was the Lovers. So Adam, Eve, Lily are the obvious ones connected to this. I've also got Susan, Catherine, Emily, Aidan, all connected to that. Can be anybody living or past. Birthday, date for your diary, or an address. Wherever you see that number, hopefully it'll be in the upright, which will be positive. If not, it's the negative. So avoid it if it's reversed. Oh, and Kristen. So I can't forget Kristen. She's one as well. We have the apple tree for protection. We have the snake, which is this year. A lot of information there. Here it is in the fourth pile. Got Mother Energy again. Taurus. Let's get through this first. So we're in the middle of a nightmare, it's the saying. So like I said, this All Right Now might be in the next few weeks, might be any time from now. But right now there's a nightmare situation. Sleepless nights, something's keeping you awake at night. Words, thoughts, daggers in your mind. 9 weeks. And we have the Mother Energy. This is growth through pain. 3:30, May the 31st, November the 11th, the poppies, the military, the agriculture. This is harvest time. Mother Energy. But above all, it's a woman in your life. It's also Taurus of any gender. Neck, throat, mouth, tongue. It's Venus. Growth, Gemini. We've got Elaine, Natasha, Greg, Abigail, Josh with that one, and Gemini coming in fast, communication, overcoming your enemies, but you might have to say some harsh words to do so. We're no longer living in the past. We're no longer crying over spilt milk. We're building a bridge. We're getting over it. We're living in the present because we know the future's not promised, but the past is definitely over. Today's card is positive, so making the right choice. There's been either unfaithfulness here or something or someone draining your cup. You're running on empty, but something positive will happen in the next 8 days to someone or something being taking action out of the blue, and it brings success. The victory wreath, 6 days, so 6 to 8 days, and the 3 and 30 is important. 6 days takes us to the 30th, 8 almost to the 3rd, I would say, but yeah, the 30th to the 3rd then could be an important time, especially if you need to take action. That's the time to do it, because you're assured success. You will overcome your enemies. Everything's all right then. All right now. You're safe. Yeah. You no longer want to slog your guts out for the benefit of other people. Some of you might want to start your own business or go out alone. It's time to stop burning the candle at both ends. Making yourself ill by working too hard for other people's benefit, because these are not your people. There we have it. This is not your tribe. We've got the marigolds, so Day of the Dead, Halloween. These are not your people, these are not your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. A choice, Mercury retrograde. We have to revisit something or someone and make a decision. The decision is important. Yeah, because someone here is a victim or a martyr to others. They're a doormat. They're walked all over. It's the only deck where I've seen it have the tower in it. You need to turn your world upside down and put your boundaries in place. Learn to say no, because people are taking advantage. This is prisoners. This is prisoners of the mind, if nothing else. Number 12, massively important. Pisces energy. And the drama queen. Leo energy. Bonnie, Langford, Dennis Waterman, Violet Elizabeth, Violet's the flowers, Sweet William, the flowers, and William. This is any drama queen. It's also any Leo, but it is especially a drama queen who will scream and scream and scream until they're sick if they don't get what they want. Yeah, it's a dark place to be in, and there seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel. You are trying to spread yourself too thin, be too many things to too many people. Ping pong in between, maybe 2 properties, 2 people, 2 situations, or 3, or 4, or 5. You're spreading yourself too thin and don't know which way to turn. 18. The moon. So whatever's in your moon sign might be important. The dog and the bear. There. So then your cup is filled after the darkness. So whatever's going on, something's going to happen, like I said, around the 3rd to the 30th, I believe, that fills your cup. There's a third party situation here, issues with the heart, heartache, sorrow, loss, separation. A separation may take place. Someone is mortally wounded. It's also confused mind, but it is more than anything else. Something or someone coming between you and what you want. And there it is again. We need to heal from this heartache, but there is something or someone waiting in the wings to bring you celebration. There could be finding out knowledge, a binding, a service. So it's not necessarily a wedding, but there's a binding going on. There is something again, some extra factor, some extra thing or person but it is a positive energy on the outside of this. So 3 months, the Maiden, the Mother and the Quern, past, present and future collide. Fate is taking a hand and bringing you joy. So avoid that 12. Paul, actually Kirk as well. So say Charlie, 12 and Pisces. And there's a rejection here. So another ace in the reverse. Missed opportunities. But in 9 months there's a celebration. Again, a celebration. It could be a child, a pregnancy, or a gathering of some sort. Judgment Day has been put on hold. So yesterday I believe we had it in the upright. Now we've got it on hold, or somebody is letting themselves be dragged down to the material world when they should be ascending to a higher place of being, of 20, Joshua again. And there we have the 9 of Swords again. So we've got repeats. This is a nightmare situation of sleepless nights, but the door to that cage has always been open. You're a bird in a gilded cage. You could have left at any time. Yeah, you're stuck in stormy waters and there's no peace here. Dragging up the past. Someone keeps dragging up the past. Then we have rulers, kings, princes, bosses, father figures, the main man in your life, a benefactor, someone in power that looks kindly on you. Success comes from this, and protection. 4 and 31. The Emperor, Aries. Abigail, Millie, Mia, Destiny, Esme. All those that live at number 4, all those that are born on the 4th or the 31st, or live at 31, or a date for your diary. We haven't got a 31st of this month, so it may be the 3rd and 4th of next month. The Scorpio energy here, again a full cup. It is the breasts and the womb. It is the reproductive organs and shared resources. There is something going on there with that. Something positive, it seems. Scorpio comes at the end of October. And now we've changed it around again. So we're facing that chaos, this whatever this is, this battle that must be won. And when we stand up for ourselves on our own 2 feet, there is a healing of the ankles and legs. There is some chaos, but we face that chaos with hope, because Pandora left hope in the box, and that's Pandora. We won't leave hope in the box. We'll keep hope alive. And when you face the chaos head on, there'll be hope, healing and freedom. David. But there is power struggles, especially involving a Leo here, because of the drama queen especially. And number 11, somebody wanting to block your path, take control of you. So, now we've got the South Node. Like I said, we're revisiting the past, but we must only take from the past which is positive. Then we've got Aries, which we've got there, and 4th house of Cancer, home and family life. So Aries and Cancer and something from the past. Past, present and future collide, it seems. 4th house is about your upbringing. If you're born on a battlefield, that's how you will see normality. So the home, the ancestral line, the colour red, your parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing and the womb. The 4th house indicates which parents will provide primary nurturing care. Planets in the 4th house represent archetypal parents, sowing their particular energy into a person's psyche. And Aries make very good parents, sowing that particular energy into a person's psyche which resonates with the energy is met. The child recognises what he or she is programmed to expect. So whenever an actual parent behaves in a way, the archetype is reinforced. This is especially so with outer planet placements. Pluto is powerful, dominating and manipulative. Uranus unstable, disruptive and unpredictable. Neptune is elusive vision of perfection, who cannot be relied on. The moon, which we've got as well, indicates a nurturing parent who understands a child's feelings. We haven't got Chiron, but this is about the home is where we feel most secure. That doesn't necessarily mean the fourth house is a gentle, easy environment. Some people are at home on a battlefield. There we go. The internalised sense of home and security will depend on the initial childhood experience. So then we have the South Node. The tail of the dragon. Your ingrained responses, the way you was taught to believe, your survival instincts, your innate abilities, how you feel compelled, and it's about stagnation and karma. We have to grow up and grow out of that. So, in Aries, the soul has learned courage and become a separate self. That's cowardice on the external there. But must leave behind self-centeredness, self-absorption and selfishness. The South Node in the fourth house is shedding a past tendency to live life through your children or family. Now the soul has to live for itself. So it's time to stop being that martyr or the victim. To stop slogging your guts out for others. So, Tiwaz, there you go, sacrifice again, the letter T, honour, justice and leadership. There he is. The letter T. Here's the guiding star, Sir David, the Jewish star there. Your North Node, follow it, only take the positive from the past. It's about keeping the faith with princes. It is ever on course over the mists of night and never fails. And we have William, and we've got a Prince William in our country, so that could be important. Tia is one-handed among the gods, leaving off the wolf and king of temples. It's the letter T. It's connected to the North Star, which never fails, so success, with vows and unbreakable oaths. The custom of holding up one's right hand while taking an oath, so going to court possibly, is derived from the story of Tia. The trees of Tiwaz are the mighty oak, which is Taurus, and hazel. The spear is also a symbol of tears, and we've got 8 spears there. As might be expected, since the rune represents the god of war, and the shape of this rune suggests the unvarying compass needle too. So travel and Mars. But delays in travel there. It's the ancient name for the god of war and justice, who was first mentioned in the Roman writer Tacitus, who claimed that Tiwaz was the king of Germanic gods. When this role was later assumed by Odin, Tiwaz took a humbler form of the god Tia. He was known from the Saxons known as Tiv, and it is from his name that we derive our word Tuesday. His most famous story involves a monstrous wolf, which is Capricorn, called Fenris, who had grown so large and Capricorn's ambition that he threatened to devour the whole universe to satisfy his ravenous hunger. The gods tried to bind this monster with ropes and chains, but these proved to be no restraint. Fenris, who broke them with a shrug, eventually one of the dwarf's craftsmen made an enchanted ribbon that was as fine as a woman's hair. So there's the binding. So somebody's bound. However, sensing magic, the wolf refused to allow the gods to bind him. Then brave Tia stepped forward and offered to place his right hand in the mouth of the monster as a guarantee that all would be well. So this may be somebody who was left-handed or has only got one hand. To the relief of the gods, the bindings held and Fenris Wolf was imprisoned. Now the monster took his revenge by biting off Tia's extended hand, which was nobly sacrificed for the good of all. Binding oaths are indicated by Tiwaz. This may seem paradoxical since Tiwaz broke his oath to the wolf, but that was because that oath was made under duress and he had good reason to lie. A worthy promise only, made under the right conditions for honourable reasons, is the only one that should be kept. Marriage vows are a case in point. Tiwaz is thought to signify lasting love. Its appearance denotes a bond that once made cannot be broken, but if there's no love in it, it will break. However, Tiwaz is also an aggressive masculine moon, so it tends to favour men rather than women. Any relationship questions that are answered by Tiwaz shows that passion will run riot because two strong-minded people will be involved. While sex will never be boring, the danger of jealousy will always be present. If the person asking the question is a woman, Tiwaz suggests that a strong and handsome man will love her fiercely and that she will have to sacrifice something major in her life to ensure her attachment to him remains strong. However, once that has been done, the relationship will prosper. Love will be steadfast, or as Shakespeare described it, as constant as the North Star. Tiwaz also indicates success in business and sports. It suggests that legal decisions will go in your favour. In these matters, as in affairs of the heart, an unshakable conviction that what you are doing is right for you gives you the strength to proceed. And we have the Emperor and the Empress. These are a divine couple brought together by spirit. Wishes and dreams coming true after much sacrifice. Oh, and there she is, the number 2, Belladonna, the High Priestess. So, Venus, love, there she is. Saturn, the truth, yes, and Mars. There they are. Both elements together. Deadly Nightshade is one of the most fascinating of the baneful plants of the witch, earning the name Beautiful Lady or Belladonna. Once you see the large dark berries known as the Devil's Cherries, shining like black pearls of obsidian, and her crooked stems of hanging bell-like flowers, you will never forget her again. There is something magnetic about this plant, enticing you even when you know she is poison. She can be used in fascination and charming magic, named the Third Fate. There we are, the Third Fate. Atropos, who cuts the line of life. Belladonna figures into the magic of cursings and blessings, hexings and healings, for she controls the strands of life. Belladonna is used in war magic to evoke aggressive and deadly powers as well as protection. And most importantly, belladonna is one of the classic herbs of the witch's flying ointment to aid astral travel and spirit flight, as well as communication with spiritual entities, particularly to those creatures of the fairy realm. Belladonna's spirit is twofold. In the material realm, she helps us break the cords and lines of energy that link us to harmful people and places. These are not your people. Atropos severs the connection, helping restore life force and vitality, help filling your cup when we feel we are being drained by another, particularly those who we have close, loving or sexual relationship. Belladonna can break the spell of any toxic person in our lives and prevent us from seeing their harmful ways. With the spell broken, we can cut the cord and move onward. Belladonna helps us make breakthroughs in our emotional growth, reaching new levels in the spirit world. Belladonna opens a sideways gate to the worlds between, not above, not below, to help us experience the spiritual creatures right alongside us, including the fairy and the elemental beings. It helps us project our psychic self into the realms of simple, giving enough spiritual light to see and commune with them. It is in the upright. Belladonna opens a gateway into a new realm, a new breakthrough. though she also acts as a guardian of the gateway, asking you to be truly ready to step through to the other side and leave the old attachments that no longer serve you, cutting their cord. Each step towards that gate, is a deepening of your commitment to your spirit. She holds the sickle in one hand and the fork stang in the other. She attended by 2 angels of death, one on either side, holding her foliage over the gateway. The branches of belladonna are literally crooked path, and each flower embodies the enchantment of the star in the darkness. There's the star. The gateway itself is the gateway of the moon. There's the gateway, and like the high priestess, she holds the gate. Beyond her are the mysteries of the witch Sabbat, as over the gateway is the goat. So Capricorn, the high priestess, 229, George, Kelly, Marcia, Elaine, and the master of the Sabbath and the witch's broom that gives flight to our travels. See the truth through all the illusions. And then we have make it up, can you? The Ram, Aries, in the reverse, the Ram and the Dahlia, which is number 50, I believe. Yep. So, it's a card of action, yes. The Ram charges up the mountain with steady determination, removing any obstacle with its strong horns. Called the Queen of the Autumn Garden. The Dahlia is known for its persistence. It produces flowers in the summer and well into the fall, outlasting most other blooms. Your stubbornness is hindering your progress. While ramming through may seem like the best and quickest way to achieve success, some endeavours require flexibility, regular reassessment, or help from others. What are your most determined to accomplish? What are you most determined to accomplish? And when have you worked best alone? And when have you benefited from others' help?